everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So I thought I'd continue on with the Halloween theme and start trying to find palettes that are kind of based around that. I was going to do fall themed, but we're only a week away from Halloween. I said, why not? I'm sure I can find that many palettes. Plus, I do have some newer ones coming in to review, so we'll see. But for today, I thought, and I'm trying to pull palettes that are still available, so some won't be, but I'm trying. But this is Moonspell 2 by Lunar Beauty. I did order their Christmas thing, so that's, I guess, at some point on the way. But this is what this palette looks like. It's very pretty, very pretty. I have used this palette before. This is not my favorite palette by Lunar Beauty, I'll say that. Let's go into Sally first. This is not a bad palette, but I don't think this is his best at all. So I will say that. Now, as far as color story, I like the color story. I think it's a very pretty color story, actually. But, you know, when I look at his other palettes, I like their color story too. And the formula is better. It is. But with that said, this is still a good palette. It is. For the price point, it is good. So if you are, you know, looking at it and thinking about it, you won't be disappointed. But it's not like, oh my goodness either. You know what I mean? Like his latest, the newest palette he came out with, what was it? Nude something, I think. I think it was part of the Nude Prism or something. I forget. But that palette, oh my goodness. It's just, it's beautiful. It's amazing. It's just, that is probably my favorite palette by him, to be honest. But I'm not, you know, I'm comparing this against like the first one, to be honest with you. The Moonspell Volume 1. I was really kind of hoping he was going to do a Volume 3 this year. But I do think the Advent Calendar is so cute of an idea. So I kind of can understand. And I'm kind of going into the Halloween, you know, I got witch earrings, which kind of go with the palette, and then little pumpkins. Granted, I'm wearing a hot pink shirt, you know, but hey, I'm trying. I still have to stick to me, you know. And with me, you know, we're going hot pink. Because I just love it. But this palette is like I said, you won't like hate it or anything, but if you do have previous palettes, you'll notice a difference. That's for sure. And if this is your first palette to purchase, like, you're not gonna be disappointed, but no, his other palettes are better. Alright, now that I got that shade kind of laid down a little bit, good enough anyway. It's just sort of the starter shade. Let's go into Freya. And like I said, I do like the color story. Do not get me wrong. Like, I really do like this color story. I think, I don't know what it is really about it that is different. Like, the mattes are okay. They blend. And I think it's the shimmers and the, like, the way they feel, the way they lay. It's not the same. And the mattes aren't exactly the same, but you know, they're fine. Like, I'm not having any issues out of them. But like I said, it is still available. If you're looking for a Halloween theme, this could be it. But if you're just looking at like the palettes in general, and like if you would, which one you might like, I would go with the one that launched with that nude prism one, personally. Although I do like the Eclipse palette too. Alright, now that I got that laid down, I think I went a little bit too far in, as I usually do. Of course I do. Can't help myself but to do that, but hey. If you can hear kids playing outside, I apologize. I can't seem to get the temperature right in the house. One minute it's cold, the next minute it's hot. I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't do it. So, we're just, you know, if you hear kids, they're outside playing. Okay, now I'm going to take that same shade and we're going to run it along the lower lash line. I like this shade, Freya. It's a very pretty shade. It's like a watermelon shade almost. It's just so pretty. I would say, well, would it be watermelon? Or yeah, it'd be watermelon. But it's just so pretty. Like it's one of them me colors type of thing, you know? Like 100% a me color. Okay. Now we're going to go into the shade Willow. And I think that this palette kind of confuses me because if you look at Willow, it almost looks red in the palette. But when you go to put it on your eye, it's more of like a strawberry. It's just a little bit darker than the shade I laid down prior to it. But it does work well with that shade, I will say that. If you're looking for a nice gradient effect, like these two shades work very well to give that gradient. But I thought it was more of a like a cranberry, to be honest with you. But it's pretty nonetheless. And I'm just darkening that up a little bit. I don't know how dark. I don't think I took it too dark on that other side because I don't want both sides to be the same. But we all know that's not going to happen because my eyes are not the same. They're like, I don't even think they're related sometimes. I really don't. I say that very truthfully on that one. Okay, now I'm going to go into the shade Macy, which is this purple shade. And I'm going to darken up just this outer portion of my lid here. Just a little bit, nothing major. And we're not going to take it, I'm not taking it too far in. I really just want it to stick to this outer portion here. The purple isn't too bad. It's not, it blends out and everything, so, you know, there's no problem there. I mean, these shadows are easy to work with. It's just This brand has better palettes is the thing, I think. That's what I'm just like, why? Is really what it is. Like, I know because I have almost all the palettes. And I adore them. Alright, I think that's as far over as I want to take that purple. I don't think I took it any further over. Again, not a makeup artist, so I'm just like looking at the palette and going with it, y'all. And that's all you can do is have fun, do what you like, and as long as you like it, that is all that matters, y'all. That's it. I'm going to take that same shade Macy, and I'm just going to run it right along this lower lash line. I mean, it really does blend out nice. At first I was like, I don't know about it, but actually it kind of is a really good purple, to be honest. I want to be fair here. But yeah, it blended pretty good. So, alright. I wasn't really for sure, I'm not gonna lie, but it is nice. Perfect. Okay, then we're going to go into the shade Misty. And I'm not going to wet my brush. We're just going to put it all over the lid. And this is a pretty color. It looks pink. But it's weird because maybe it's what I'm wearing, like the other shades in it. But sometimes I'll look at it and I'll think it looks orange, like a pinky orange. But it's so pretty of a shade. We're just going to run it all the way over the lid. Like that. Then, maybe I do. Well, I don't know. Do I need to take that purple over a little more? Can't really tell. Like, part of me thinks it's even. The other part of me, like, is it though? Is it? I don't know. I see. I see what the problem is. Okay, hold on. I can fix it. Let's go back into Freya. Let's see what we're doing here. My hood. It needs to... Aging. Nah, I'm alright with aging, actually. Kinda. And in all honesty, my hooded eyes, I don't think it is part of aging, to be honest and fair. I don't. I think it's more just the way my eyes are, to be honest. At least that's the way I think it is. I could be wrong. Absolutely. You know, it could be the aging process, but I really do feel like my eyes were just always this way. See how this one just droops lower? sometimes I wish I would have gotten into makeup at a younger age so I could have really enjoyed it. But like I said, I think I've always had hooded eyes. But I still enjoy it now, so you know. Alright, now we're going to go into the shade Luna. And it's a very flaky, like sparkly shade almost. And I'm just really going to pat that right in the middle of my eyelid to give it like just a little bit of oomph. Right like that. I didn't spray the brush, so I am very well aware that this is going to fall down on my face at some point during the day, but that's okay. Now we're going to go into Agatha to do our inner corner. And these shades would, you know, give much more if you did wet them. But I just want to show you how they work without doing all that. Because here's the thing, sometimes I do have time to sit here and like spray my brush and all that stuff, or put down a glitter glue or whatnot, and sometimes I don't. So I feel like some people may not and some people may, and we all know that if you use a glitter glue or a spray, it's going to perform so much better. So it's kind of like I'm going to use it without it so that you can just see. I'm going to go back into that purple shade, that Macy, and I am going to line my lash line with that shade. I'm just sort of pushing it up into my lash line. Again, using this to sort of make my lashes look like that volume when we know they don't, but we're going to pretend like I do. Just like we're going to pretend I know what I'm doing. It's the way I do it. I just pretend. I live in Candyland. Personally, I think I live in La La Land, but my fiance says it's Candyland I live in. But I will say my land's much better. Wherever I'm at, it's much better. There's no fighting, there's peace, there's rainbows, butterflies, all sorts of nice things. I like it. I like being there. We're going to use the Rare Beauty for the top lashes. Again, I'm trying this mascara out without curling the lashes because yesterday I really like this mascara. And today, so far, I'm really liking this mascara. So maybe there is something to this mascara after all. I don't know, well, I don't think it beats my YSL Lash Clash though. But, like, I like it, and I like my Gucci. But I do like this one, it's up there. And I have tried a lot of mascaras. And there is something nice about this. I just can't. It's kind of like the Gucci one. I just can't put my finger on why I like it so much. And I do wonder, if it's just because it's Gucci. But I do like the way my lashes look with that mascara. So it has to be more than just the name, you know? Or the way I feel when I'm using it. Because I won't lie, sometimes the name does make you feel a certain way. I'm not gonna lie, when I use my Gucci palettes, for example, I feel a certain way. I don't know why. Are they the best palettes? No. Are they worth that price point? Hell no. Although the packaging is quite amazing. So I don't know. It really depends. I'm going to use the Lancome for the bottom lashes. But you know how certain things just make you feel a certain way, you know? But at the same time, I'm aware of that. Like, I know it's the name or the brand or whatnot that's doing it, because I can still see the quality and the performance wise. I mean, I do think they're nice eyeshadow palettes, don't get me wrong. I just don't think they're worth that price point. But I do think they're beautiful. And I will continue to buy those Gucci palettes. That much I know. Alright. There we go. Alright. I think I got both eyes the same. Just making sure I got the tips. I hope you can't hear all that traffic either. Busy today. Interesting. Okay, so this is the final look using this palette. Again, when I use colors, it does take me a while to do a look. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm just not a makeup artist. I don't know what I'm doing, so it does take me a while. I'm not gonna lie on that one. And I do have to sit down and really think about what I'm doing in order to use this palette. If I'm doing a colorful look. Could you do a neutral look? Yeah, kinda. You could probably pull it off, but at the same time, it's like, what's the point of using a beautiful palette like this if you're only going to do a neutral look? But hey, to each their own. If that's your journey, so be it. But again, this is the palette. You still can get it. And there's like coupon codes. Like you can use the, what is it? Laura Lee, and save, I think, 10% off. So, I mean, there's other codes too. Allie D, I think Heather, or is it, no, Angelica has one. So there are people out there that have codes to Lunar Beauty. Look at it, because it can save you some money too. So if you take that into an account, and the price itself, like, is okay to begin with, like, that palette looks so much better. You know what I mean? So I do like this palette. I think it's cute. I think he did a good job on it. I think that the packaging, everything, the way he did it, and then it slides into this case, which I've lost. Oh, here it is. And it just slides into like this here, just like a book, and then you can store it away. So, I mean, I really do like the palette. I think it's gorgeous. Not my favorite. Not the best quality from Lunar Beauty either, but worth it nonetheless. This is the final eye look. I would do swatches of this, but A, I suck at it, and B, the video is long enough, and C, this is an older palette, so I'm sure you can find swatches. And I don't have enough room, and these are colorful, and I know they're going to stain my skin. So, I'm going to go. I'll let you go. I hope this video helped. Again, it is still available at the Lunar Beauty website. Make sure you use a coupon code, though. Save money. Save money wherever you can. And, oh, for the waterline, I use Trick or Treat by ColourPop. So, that's the final look. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you liked it, I can't speak now. Subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I upload. I upload every day but Sundays, but sometimes not even a Sunday, because, you know, with everything launching. And with that said, I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy. Bye.